Alright, nothing new here. We can equip 3 manuscripts, but we don't have any to equip. So let's start the finale.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
I wondered what that was sticking out through his beard, but it's just his shirt collar. So we can say, how did he do it, but why kill Holmes? So we kind of know how he did it, but let's hear what he has to say.
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
We can find out more for 0 points.
What do you mean you surpassed him?
I made sure he was poisoned by my blood before our little chat. Remember the cup of tea in the dining room? I wagered that Gregory simply wouldn't be able to let it get cold. Old habits do die hard.
You put your blood in your tea?
And he put the hangman's rope round his own neck. Ironic, isn't it? Unable to extract himself from his physical body, it didn't take much time for me to absorb him. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
I did well not to follow home, didn't I? Come on, let's get it over with and join Mortimer in the dining room.
Okay, so we can pass through here. Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, look at that. I wish we had that earlier. And... oh, yes, we will get some royal jelly.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
And we might as well use it. Give us a couple more ability points in case we need them in a minute. And there's really nobody else around. We can go to the dining room and proceed with the finale, but can we go upstairs? I'd like to see if we can talk to anybody. Let's see here. Whose room is this? This is Emily's room. We can go in, but she's not here anymore. Well, Emily's dead, but Emma's not here anymore. Okay, so we can just look at paintings. It's a letter we've already seen. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here. Oh, that's just a reflection. I thought that was something there. Oh, what do we have here? Okay. Golden elixir. So we will go this way and see... Alright, whose room? Emmanuel Godoy. We can't go in, okay. I have a feeling there's not going to be too many people we can talk to up here at this point. Our room. Can go in our room. And I don't see anything out of the ordinary in here. Nothing. Okay. I was hoping we could get some items to kind of replenish our ability points here, but I don't see that as happening. And we gotta go back. I always end up going the wrong way out of that room. So this is Cardinal Piaggi. Okay, we can't talk to him. There's nothing in there. And let's see here. This is George's room, I believe. Yeah, can't go and talk with President Washington. And this is... Oh, okay. Elizabeth's room. And these are just the letters from earlier, nothing special there. Okay, we can get out of here. It was a creepy room anyway. Alright, so... Who else? Oh, I did it again. I don't know why I get my sense of direction's always messed up when I come out of these rooms. Okay. Alright, oh, we can try to talk with this guy.
What are you doing?
Oh, Monsieur Volner asked me to prepare his belongings in anticipation of his imminent departure, sir.
His departure? So quickly?
Oh, yes, he seemed to be in rather a hurry.
Ah, very well. Would you know where I might bump into him one last time?
Ah, if sir would like to say goodbye, sir will find him in his room.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, so perhaps we can talk with Volner before he goes, which I think his room is here. Yes.
Johann,
Louis, I haven't the time.
what are you doing?
I'm getting out of here, what do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait a
No,
second.
no, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
Wow. Okay, I thought they might give us a chance to control him or something. Alright, there's nothing really in the tower room. What's this? Oh, another book that we could have used. And... Alright, let's head downstairs. And we will go into the dining room and see what is going to happen. I am excited for this to be over. This has been a really fun game. The puzzles have been neat. The story's been good. There's been some weird parts, but overall I think it's been pretty good.
Right, now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after...
Well, I don't think there's anything else we can do, so let's go in.
Here we go.
Louis, I was expecting you.
Do you feel better?
Yes, don't worry, I'll be all right. I wanted to speak with you about what's going to happen next. But before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, you won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
We can give it to him, or lie to him, Louis. Keep it. They are putting some emphasis on us keeping... I've been trying to trust him through this whole thing, but I get the feeling something weird's gonna happen. Let's see if we can lie to him.
I no longer have it.
Oh no! Napoleon has got it. We don't have enough. Oh, wait a minute. We can use this. Yes! Napoleon has got it. I put it back in its place. Let's try to tell him that we already put it back. Oh wait, he might know that it's missing. Let's tell him that Napoleon has it.
Didn't Monsieur Bonaparte give it back to you?
No. So, the rascal stole it from you, did he?
It's not something I'm proud to admit. But yes, he thought I was trying to rob you and that it would compromise the conference.
How typical of him. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you very closely over these past few days. I was impressed by your intervention to prevent Peru from killing himself. You remind me of myself when I was starting out. As far as the door of my crypt is concerned, it is a pity that you lost your hand while trying to open it. You committed a serious mistake in proving unable to tell your sisters apart, causing the death of the most promising of the two. I remain proud of what you achieved for me by falsifying that letter to the Pope on behalf of Piaggi, because I know that was not an easy task. But the important thing is that you escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaggi.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you,
We are going to be able to become one.
I don't quite follow you.
Be proud of yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be my next mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's going to eat me?
Unfortunately, no, you won't survive the transfer, but I want you to know that I only select my bodies from my own children, and
that's
that
good to
you
know.
are the one who has impressed me most. It's far from being my first time, as you can imagine. I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second, hang on. Do you realize what you're saying? Are you insane?
Oh, come, my son. Let's not end everything on a bad note, please.
Son of a bitch!
I'm happy we
He's
kept the
not going to
spirit.
get away with this so easily. I won't let you do it.
What on earth are you thinking? That you'll be able to kill me? This is ridiculous, Louis. Come now, be reasonable.
Oh no.
Don't fight.
Oh no. Oh no.
I won.
Oh no. Oh, what a terrible way to end this. So based on decisions we made, I think that ending was inevitable. I don't think there was any way around it. Well, let's see what they say here.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Volner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Volmer became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States, on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire in the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. Some say that the Duchess inspired Austen's novel Emma, which became a bestseller in 1816. His Eminence, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the Cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic entanglements. Fascinated by the techniques involved in exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. On his return to Paris, Peru gave himself up to his peers of the revolutionary courts. He admitted to being implicated in several state corruption cases. Found guilty of treason toward the Republic, he was executed without a trial. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Oh, wow. We had nothing but failure in this finale. And I don't think there was any way around it based on decisions we had made. That is a shame. That is definitely a shame. So, we were possessed by Lord Mortimer, did not take Alazif back to the continent, failed to kill Lord Mortimer, failed to leave the island safe and sound. Oh, boy. Well, that is that. I hope all of you enjoyed this game. I loved it. I mean, it was fun. I like these story-based games, and the RPG elements were really cool. It was a little glitchy in spots, and the story was a little skewed, and for whatever reason, they showed Volner dead out on the he was just laying there dead when we came out of Elizabeth's room out onto the balcony, and that never made any sense. So that was a glitch in the game, and there were some story loopholes. But overall, I mean, this really wasn't a bad game. I wish it was a little more popular than it is, and I think it deserves to be, played a little bit more than it had been. So, if you liked it, give it a try, make some different decisions. Honestly, I think it's worth a go. And, maybe in the future I'll play it again and try to see if I can change the story up a little bit. But I had fun playing it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks again for watching.